Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. Yeah, SUI started probably a B-wave rally or something more bullish from where it was expected to yesterday in the video, but also in the written update I provided on Discord. I highlighted that the move to the downside seems to be complete. So remember that we are watching for higher prices overall on this chart as long as the $1.32 level is holding. And someone already said that, oh, it's sad price action, you know, the person was so disappointed with price action. But I replied and said, look, actually there's nothing bearish about it until we break below 132. Actually, anybody who's trading this should be quite happy with a bit of a pullback because it could be the next setup for higher prices, provided obviously that the $1.32 level is holding. I mean, below that level, as I said, we have some problems and we have to struggle here to find a more bullish scenario below 132 because it would break below a very important support level. But see, as long as we're holding 132, there is not really anything directly bearish. Okay, so just checking something, but the question is just now, is this a wider wave 4 which is unfolding, or are we extending once more in a wave 5 directly higher? Yeah, but either way, the idea is, and I shared that many times with you, that the lower we go in the local range, and I always provide the example of a trading range where this is the lower boundary around 132, and you can decide, okay, do you want to have this as upper boundary or the resistance area? But overall, that the lower we go in this range, the better the reward to risk ratio for a long trade. And then we have two specific Fibonacci support levels for the wave 4, which obviously in an A wave don't necessarily need to be reached, right? But bottom line is, yesterday we saw here a micro wave count technically complete as an ABC structure with 5 waves down in wave C. I also provided that as a written update to our gold members late yesterday. With the latest dip, the pullback looks like a 3-wave move down, in which wave C has completed 5 waves. So whenever a 5-wave move in wave C is complete, we have to prepare for the start of the next move up. In this case, it could be a B wave, maybe something more bullish, as the white wave 4 indicates here with a question mark, but we won't know that until we see if the price can break above resistance. Either way, we were arriving at a key pivot late yesterday, and the market seems to be working at least on the B wave. And my communication now has been that I assume this is a B wave as long as it's a 3-wave move up. Now, this is going to be difficult to track because microstructure here is really unclear, but it could be within the B wave if we talk about microstructures. And bear in mind, resistance levels for B waves are weak, so B waves like to overshoot sometimes. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens here as well. As you know, SUI is one of the, let's say, most bullish charts I'm tracking at the moment, with the clearest scenarios, with a very clear support level at 132. And therefore, you know, it's not a surprise if we go up like 12.3% today. Even if it's a B wave, as long as it's a 3-wave move, I call it a B wave, even if it overshoots. But at some point we have to say it's probably a wave 5. Doesn't make a difference now because, you know, it's all about the range, right? It's about a setup. And as long as we're holding 132, the overall focus is on higher prices. Pretty much, it's simple trader maths. If you're looking for a long trade, you know, from an Elliott wave point of view, you just need to know when you want to get out. And that would be probably below the 50% FIB level if you want to trade this setup. And then you just calculate your position size against that level. And obviously then as closer, or the closer we get to that level, the larger the position size can be. And now we have next resistances at $2.03, $2.17 and $2.26. But even in the B wave, we should go a little bit higher. Around $2.17, there's Fibonacci resistance, an important one, and previous structural resistance. So that means overall, I think B wave should extend a little higher, possibly targeting 217 to 226. Any sustained break above it would make us watch for a larger wave 5 to be already unfolding, then with levels at 247, 281 and $3.04 as next levels to watch to the upside. But overall, the bullish outlook doesn't change until the market breaks below 132. That's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.